Terrans walk with death like an old friend, oh, laugh in the face of danger's roar. And Argyle Crow, wild-hearted himbo, has tempted fate 1,000 times before.
When you led him into the chair, I had to shout, before you give him the helm, hear me out.
At 8 he forged a bob-sled from scrap and dreams, rode it down a megahab spiraling core. 60 stories of sparks and screams. He rose from the wreck wanting more. He wasn't hurt, but he broke more than the rules. It's dangerous to give aboard Terran tools.
Do not heed his fearless grin, nor the creed he loves to sing. He says any landing you survive is a good one, true. Trust me, you'd be shocked what you can live through. Across human space we heed this advice to stay alive. Captain, please, never let the Terran drive.
He crashed his hover car through the licensing spire, showered the clerks in sparks and dust, laughed in the face of their shock and ire. They passed him out of fear, not trust. See, he said he'd come back to try again and reset. The license clerk took that as a personal threat.
Do not heed his fearless grin, nor the creed he loves to sing. He says any landing you survive is a good one, true. Trust me, you'd be surprised what you can live through. Across human space we heed this advice to stay alive. Captain, please, never let the Terran drive.
When bogglers darken the rimward stars, he claimed the sky as his rightful bent. Stole a fighter, never tried that before, accidentally hyper-jumped through the flagship vent. He was gone for a peaceful week 40, found months later halfway to Alpha Centauri.
Do not heed his fearless grin, nor the creed he loves to sing. He says any landing you survive is a good one, true. Trust me, you'd be horrified what you can live through. Across human space we heed this advice to stay alive. Captain, please, never let the Terran drive.
At Alpha still he drove a tank across trenches carved in burning sand. 2 he cleared with roaring ramp, the 3rd too wide to ever land. He ejected as the engine burst and flung him far, won the battle as 2nd degree burns and a valorous star. He is a hero, yes, but hero doesn't mean the danger's not real. Death in his rattling bones buckles up when Argyle grips a wheel. On Enceladus he stole a Zamboni, a gentle machine meant for ice and calm. He left it upside down, a flame, no phony, 16 stories high in an office atrium. We asked him how he managed to ramp it for fun. Even Argyle couldn't explain that one.
Do not heed his fearless grin, or the creed he loves to sing. He says any landing you survive is a good one, true. Trust me, you'd be appalled what you can live through. Across human space we heed this advice to stay alive. Captain, please, I'm begging you, never let the Terran drive.
So Captain, hear my final plea. You may not know where's Death World breed, but the engine ain't supposed to make that rattle engine. Argyle is about to make history again. It's too late, I hear him laugh. If you've got no headgear, find one to borrow. Brace yourself and pray that we see